As you can see, there is a hurricane in Texas. Is this a hurricane? Like, it's shown in the radar. It looks like it because it's moving over here. I see. Okay, that's not good. This is bad. So, the people who are in Texas, you should board the windows, because if you don't, you can get a massive flood, and you don't want that. So, I suggest you, people in Texas, get to your board your windows. Board your windows, because this is probably going to be a massive hurricane. I don't live by an ocean, thank goodness, because I would get a hurricane if I did, but people who live by an ocean in Texas, you guys are in danger, which means the hurricane could kill you and drown you. Also, it could turn into a tornado warning, or it can be a tornado watch, and that's what causes it. Tornadoes are possible from this hurricane, or wind are actually the possible threat. So, yeah. If you guys are in Texas, that's you who's getting the hurricane. So, please get into your shelters, board your windows, listen to the news, have lots of drinks, get out of your house, get into somewhere where it's safe. Pack your stuff, because there's going to be a hurricane. There's going to be a massive storm. So just pack your stuff and just leave. You have to leave. Because if you don't leave, then things could be bad for you. Like, it could wipe your house away. Like, it could do more damage. It could chop trees down. It could knock them down too. It could also damage your house and that kind of stuff like that. The hurricane is very dangerous, and it can kill a lot of people too. So just leave your house, because your house could get flooded, or you could get a flood watch and then the whole ocean floods and then it rises. So it's really not good, right? So everyone who's in Texas, get into your shelters. Not in the basement, because obviously it's going to flood. So just don't do that one. It's different than a tornado warning. Tornado warning, you just take your tornado precautions, like going into the basement or finding somewhere to hide from a tornado. Like the bathroom who doesn't have windows. And if a bathroom doesn't have windows, then you go into it. But if it has a little teeny tiny window, then no, you cannot, because that window could break and there's going to be glass shattered everywhere. You could die from it too, and you would get sent to the hospital, so it wouldn't be any good. That's why you don't do that stuff. Also, it is different than a tornado warning, because a hurricane spins in circles. It's like what I'm showing you right now in the radar right now. This has happened in Cocoa, Florida before, a hurricane just like that. But not a hurricane warning. It was just a tropical storm warning. But there's a hurricane warning. That's really bad. I'm like, whoa, we need to get into our basement Well, no, not the basement, but board your windows. This is not a tornado warning. This is a hurricane warning. So you need to get into, like, you have to pack your stuff. You have to pack your things because this is going to be a massive hurricane. I think so. I don't mean to freak you out, but it's true. This is why you have to be prepared when there's a watch. A storm surge watch, a hurricane watch, tropical weather statement. You have to do that stuff. And tropical weather statement is also known as hurricane weather I don't remember. What is it again? Oh wait, it's a hurricane local statement. Yeah. So there's a hurricane local statement also known as tropical weather statement. That is when, I don't know how to explain it. It's really hard to explain since I don't live by an ocean. But I know what a hurricane warning is, though. Is when a hurricane comes here. It's a possibility, though. But I'm not really sure. Like, Google has explained to me and I still don't understand it. So maybe if my dad explains it, I could just tell you guys. I can't tell you. If you guys know, then just tell me. I would be happy to know. So, yeah. People, again, who are in this hurricane, you need to take your hurricane precautions. Like, you need to pack your stuff, pack your clothes, pack your stuff, yep. Take whatever you need and just leave. So you would just leave your house because your house is obviously going to get flooded and you can't stop the hurricane from it. That's not good, I know. It's pretty much going to happen that way, though. So please take your hurricane precautions and get there. Like, you might have to move somewhere where it just takes a while for it to end. I know it sucks that your house gets torn down because of a hurricane, but it's just how it is. So, yeah, this is going to be a hurricane storm that's going to happen here. And as we're looking at the radar right now, the hurricane is over here. And this one's in it. I don't know how to pronounce that name. I might pronounce it wrong. Okay. At least Austin, Texas is not in the hurricane. Like, it kind of lives by an ocean. It really doesn't. I don't know how to explain it. Like, it doesn't really live by an ocean, which is good, because then it doesn't, well, it probably still gets marine alerts and stuff like that, but good thing it doesn't, oh my god. Good thing it doesn't live by an ocean, because if it did, then you would have to do the same thing, like I just told you. So, yeah. I know that it's not good, and you gotta get into your basement and stuff like that, but Hurricane Watch, Tropical Storm Watch, Storm Surge Watch, they're bad. Like, a storm surge is not that bad as a hurricane, but it's still bad, though. Like, it comes up in the air, like, 10 feet, and it, like, destroys your house. It can wipe your house away. That's not good. So, yeah. Like, the wave just comes really high. Yeah, not good. So, if there's a hurricane, you don't swim in the ocean. You definitely don't, because that's not safe, and that's a stupid thing to do, because you're in a hurricane warning right now. That's why you don't do that. You could get killed. by it. That's why. That's why it would be stupid, because there's a hurricane right there. Are you blind or something? It's right there on the radar. So, yeah. You do not go swimming in the hurricane. Don't do that stuff, because if you think you're being funny, you are not, because that is going to kill you if you do that. Or it could even drown you. That's why you don't do this. This is why. Like, it can drown you. And that's why you don't really do that. So, I kind of know about it. I just don't really know it that much since I don't live by the ocean. Exactly. All we get is tornadoes, not like hurricanes and stuff like that. This is why we don't know that much. Unless we read the instructions. Like, I don't really understand what the words mean. Like, some of these words that I don't understand. So my dad has to explain it to me. It's kind of hard to explain too. It sometimes is. It's how it is though. But looking at this radar right now, yes, there's a hurricane. As you can see, Houston, Texas is getting the hurricane, it looks like. I don't know. I think so. Even though it doesn't really look by an ocean. I think it's getting the hurricane. I don't really know, but I think so. So, since it's in the ocean right there, it's really not good. Now, this is why we don't live by an ocean. I mean, hurricanes do not happen very often. Like, they only happen, like, once in a while. Or maybe they sometimes happen. I don't even know when they happen. But this doesn't not usually happen that way. It usually doesn't. It happened in Texas again. I know, right? So, first it was a tropical storm warning, which wasn't that bad because it's not a hurricane warning. And now, there's a hurricane warning after it. So, after the tropical storm just ended, now we got a hurricane warning. That's in our area. Oh my gosh. Like, can't you even believe it? Because if I was there, I would just board up the windows, which I don't even know how to do that stuff since I don't live by an ocean. So, yeah. Anyways, oh my goodness. As you can see, a hurricane is right there. And we see it in our radar right now. It's pretty dangerous, isn't it? So, this is what I'm telling you. You need to get into your safe place. Like, I don't really know. Like, you could move out to over here or something, like in Dallas, Texas, until the hurricane has ended, and then you move back. But it costs money. So, yeah, this is why you really don't live by an ocean, because things can happen like this, like a hurricane. See? You see this hurricane right here? It's spinning up. So that is not good. This is not good. It's worse than a tornado. It is definitely worse than a tornado, because you can't take your tornado precautions, because it can flood your house. It could wipe your house away. It's not good. And we don't want people killed. So this is why you do it. That's why you have to do that stuff. Even though you don't want to, too bad you're doing it. Because if you don't, you're just going to get killed. If you don't want to get killed, then do it. So, yeah. I know you may not want to move out of here, but you might want to for a moment, because look at this. There's a hurricane. This is why you have to. I mean, this is why you board up the windows. You should just do that stuff. Hopefully it doesn't happen to you guys, but yeah. So, obvious fake account. Do you live by an ocean? Because if you do, trust me, there's gonna be a hurricane if you actually do live by an ocean in Texas. If you do, then that's really not gonna be good, because we know that you're gonna take your hurricane precautions, like you're gonna board up the windows and stuff like that. But I'm just curious, do you live by an ocean? Let me know in the comments if you do or not. Or do you not? My answer is no, because I don't live by an ocean. Like, I live over here in Illinois. This is where I live, right here. That's where I live. But over here, bless me, I was sneezing. Okay. Anyways, that's all I need to tell you about the hurricane precautions. I don't really know much about it, but that's all I could tell you guys. So, until next time, bye guys. It was fun explaining this to you, I guess, in Texas. In Texas, you need to do that now.